Hey everybody, David here from Builderbox with a quick tutorial on how to use the job walk module specifically for managing BIM or VDC clash detection and coordination. Let's get right into it. What's great about using Builderbox job walk to manage BIM VDC coordination is that you don't have to do anything different on the model side. Your favorite authoring tools, your favorite federated model tools and Clash Detective, you can keep all that. There's no plugins to worry about or anything like that. Basically what you're going to do is to capture your issues, annotate them, create screenshots the way that you've always done. But instead of taking that screenshot and pasting it into an email or saving it in a file, you're going to bring it directly into Builderbox and be able to do a lot more stuff with it. So let's just go ahead and capture a screenshot of this particular issue here on screen, and I'll show you how to create a job walk item out of it in Builderbox and what you can do with it. The easiest way to do this is right from your project's activity stream. Right at the top here, I've got the option to click on job walk and start entering a name. I use a naming convention for my clashes. So the saved viewpoint within the federated model has a name to it. And that's the same thing that I'm going to use in job walk. That way I can connect the two and I know which clash I'm talking about, whether I'm in the model or in Builderbox. Obviously, you can use whatever naming convention or whatever name and standard you have here. The one key thing would be to be consistent. That'll make things easier down the road. Once you start typing the name, some options pop up based on the module that you're using. This first icon on the left-hand side over here is to add a further description. So I will enter in here any discussion from the coordination meeting or any instructions that I need to bring along with this clash. Earlier in the model, we created a screenshot of the issue and we made some annotation to it. Now, I could save that file and upload it as a JPEG or a PNG, but I don't even have to do that. We've built this paste bar, is this gray bar right here. If you simply click on that and type in Control-V or Command-V if you're on a Mac, anything that you have on the clipboard will be uploaded automatically without having to save any files, without having to name it or anything like that. Just anything on the clipboard gets uploaded completely automatic. We can also add more data to this job walk and start to categorize it and assign it to people. So I'll get into a little bit more detail on some of these things in a little bit, but here, for instance, I'm going to make it a VDC clash, and I'm going to assign it to a particular person who is going to be responsible for solving the issue. So in this case, let's just pick Doug. Now, I can also add followers to this. A follower is not somebody who is responsible for fixing the issue, but it's somebody that maybe needs to be informed of what's going on, or maybe they have some context that they can give to the conversation. Both in the assignment and the followers, you can actually choose an individual or a company. So if you have a particular subcontractor that you want to put this on their court and you don't know exactly who is going to be dealing with that, you can just select the company. You can also put in a date when this should be resolved by, and even a reminder. So a few days earlier, you can have a reminder be generated. There's a couple other things we can do here, but for now, let's just go ahead and click on Post, and that's it. The job walk has been created, and you're done. So that's the quickest way to create a job walk item, right here from the activity stream. But let's get into the job walk module itself and see what else we can do. Your list of modules is going to be on the left-hand side of the screen, and depending on what modules your project or your company are using, this list might be shorter or longer, but you will have job walk somewhere in there. Just go ahead and click on it. And that'll take you to the job walk module itself. Now, there are two different ways of looking at the job walk module. We've got a list view, which you're seeing here. And you can switch from list to table view with these two buttons up here. The table view is very similar to other logs in the system, like RFI or submittal logs. And there's some nuances as to how data gets filtered, sorted, and searched, and either one of the two, but the data is exactly the same. So it's really just a matter of preference, whichever one you like best. For this tutorial, let's go ahead and use the list view. By default, the list view is going to show you only things that you are the assigned responsible party on. Of course, this is very easy to change. At the top of the list, there are some filtering and viewing options. If you click on My Items, the rest of the sorting criteria pops up. I'm going to choose to view this list by company, meaning that it's going to group items assigned to a company altogether. Click on any item on the list, and all of its information will open up on the right-hand side. There's a lot of information on the Builderbox Help Center online that deals with the details here, so I'm not going to spend much time on this interface. Rather, I will link those articles to the description of this video so that you can get at them. Instead, I'd like to show you how to collaborate with the rest of your team so you can actually get the clash resolved and get your work done. Since we assigned this job walk item to Doug, let's take a look at what he sees. First of all, he's going to have a notification that he was assigned a job walk item on this project. He can click on it to go straight to the job walk module. Here, Doug can find out all the information he needs to work on this clash. Here's the discussion from the meeting. He can full screen the screenshot so that he can see exactly what the problem is. There's a log of all the activity that has happened to this particular job walk. And of course, he can start a conversation with other members of the team to get the problem resolved. Notice that you can use the @ symbol to mention somebody. So if you do an @ and then type the person's name, that person's going to get a notification. So this gets you out of having to write emails back and forth. And any conversations you have here in this activity stream for the job walk itself is always going to be available when you're reviewing the item. Finally, Builderbox makes it very easy to create a report of all the items in the job walk module. In order to create a report to PDF or an Excel export, the first thing that we need to do is set up the view of the items in the job walk to show the things we want to report out. So you're going to use your view filters and your sorting criteria to get the view the way that you want to export it. In this case, I'm going to pick all the VDC clash items. You can select the date range. I'm just going to leave this by default to all the items and click on Create Report. In the Create Report window, you can enter a title for your report and choose who to share it with, although of course you can always just send them the PDF that you're going to generate. And there's a few other options too as far as the amount of detail that you're putting into that report. You can create just a summary of items, a detailed report without the pictures, or a detailed report with pictures or attachments. You can add more information. All this comes from the project properties page. Finally, you have the option of choosing individual items that you want to exclude from the report. You can just uncheck any number of these individual items and they will not be included. Go ahead and click on Print Report, and it will be saved in the report section of Builderbox, and there will be a link right here to download the PDF itself. And here you have the report itself. It's got the name we gave it, the information that we chose. There's a summary of all the items included in the report, and an itemized list of clashes with all the information that we have about them. And in this particular case, we've included the pictures or screenshots. So there you have it. With Builderbox Job Walk, you can manage hundreds of items on your projects with ease and report out to all your stakeholders. For more information on Builderbox Job Walk and all of our other modules, please visit www.builderbox.io.